I have literally no idea if anybody's gonna see this in the future, so that'll be interesting. But I wanted to start recording a bunch of things that were going on or are going to happen in my life in the future, because I wish that I had done this in 2020. I made one singular video and I felt so awkward and I overthought it and just stopped doing it. But life is too short to care about what other people think, and there's only 2 people that are subscribed to this channel, and one of them is my mom. So but I'm about to move for the first time to Charleston, South Carolina, to a state where I know not a single soul. I want to live in a place where I don't know anybody and nobody knows me, and I want to start over. I want to make new friends. I don't know, just to like scrap everything clean. And I feel like the best time to start, or I don't know if we'll continue this, but the best time to do something like this is when I'm moving and I can just do something just because I think it's fun. I just want to remember this time in the future, whether it's just for me or other people find this channel, which is kind of frightening to think about. But oh no, camera, my tripod, that's my windshield. Yeah, I don't know how I feel. It's kind of a freeing feeling, but also that's scary, moving to a place where you know nobody, you have nobody to rely on but yourself. And my family is like completely across the country. That is wild. Yeah. Anyway, you guys know, my 2 people that are subscribed to this know about me. My name is Grace. I'm 23 and I grew up in California. I lived here all through high school. And then I got a scholarship to play a sport in college on the East Coast at a really small school in Connecticut. Then I came home because I was hoping to find a job here in the East Bay. And I didn't want to pay for an apartment because they cost you an arm and a leg and a couple organs to live in the Bay Area. So I lived at home for a year with my parents, and then I started to just get a little stir crazy and frustrated with my job. So I decided to start looking at other places. I applied to a couple jobs in Charleston, and I didn't know for sure if I wanted to take it because I had never been to the South. My mom and I booked last minute flights to Charleston and stayed there for 3 days, and I just loved it. Like, we were talking to random people and just kind of shopping around, and it was like in the heat of summer, like July. I just thought it was so fun. Like, I don't know, I just totally could see myself living there and just starting a different life there. So then the next 2 days we spent looking for apartments and kind of just touring around. I had a bunch pulled up from before we went, just in case I would like it. Came home, I signed my lease for my apartment that I have now, and now I'm working on selling my car that I drove home from Connecticut, which is so sad. This is like my baby. I leave exactly a week from today. Now I'm just doing like my last minute things and kind of saying goodbye to the place that I've lived my whole life. I have no idea if I'll ever move back. You grow out of a place that you've lived your whole life, and I kind of felt like I was reverting back to like high school me when I was home and just wasn't making an effort to make new friends really. This last week's gonna be me doing my kind of like final wrap-ups. My U-Haul came on Friday last week, and so all my stuff is already in Charleston, which is crazy. And then I just want to go to Good Dutch Bros and In-N-Out and all these things before I leave, just on the off chance that I don't ever live here again. Obviously I'll come home and see my parents, but that's kind of different. I got a 2-week unlimited pass at a fitness place here, so I've been going to like a class or 2 every day because why not? It's unlimited. Anyway, fly out a week from today, and then I get my keys to my apartment on the 4th. And I don't really have any stuff. Like, I thought that I would have no room in the U-Haul, and then the whole thing was empty, so I could have packed it that whole time. But I have a bed frame and a bed and one rug, and that's like basically it for furniture and stuff. I have not even thought about getting a couch because the idea of trying to get it to fit when I don't know the measurements of the apartment kind of stressed me out. But I also don't know how I'm going to move that alone. So I don't know if I have to pay somebody or if I will manage to get the boxes to my apartment. I'm on the 1st floor, so that shouldn't be that bad. The groceries and stuff I'm not too concerned about. Like, I can go back and forth to the grocery store, but yeah, you get the point. Like, I want to get an air mattress because I don't have a couch and all this stuff that I'm probably just gonna forget and go completely blank when I'm thinking about a million other things and stressed. I'm going into Target right now, and who knows if I'll film in there because that seems a little awkward. I'm not by any means a little vlogger, but this is also back camera. So this angle is gonna be really weird. Let's see if I can do this. This is my outfit. This is from Old Navy, Abercrombie, and just some Vans. This necklace is so cute. There's a YouTuber that I've been subscribed to forever that actually lives in Charleston, and she has a necklace that's just like this, and you can customize it. And it's from Seabones, but I haven't really worn it yet because I feel like it looks a little bit weird with like high neck stuff. But today is the day. And then this is from, I think, Yellowstone. Anyway, let's go into Target and get some stuff. Not get some stuff. I don't need stuff. Let's just go browse. She knows she's the star of the show. Ugh, it's so hard to leave your pets. Like, how am I supposed to not hang out with her every single day? Should we talk about books right now? Oh, what are you eating? No, he's here. I don't know if this angle is gonna do much for us, but I used to read so much. My mom is a reading specialist. She's a teacher. And so I grew up reading like a shitload of books. Like, I went through books so fast in like elementary school, but I was obsessed with Percy Jackson. I was obsessed with like the Kane Chronicles. I never got into Harry Potter, weirdly. It like inspired my love for Greek mythology. That was like my first real obsession with something in my life. In college, I had zero time. So when I came home and I was living with my parents, it took me like 6 months to get a job here. Don't even get me started. Anyway, I got back into my reading obsession because I got on Book Talk I got on Book Talk in like 2020, but I didn't really start reading again until I came home from college. I had all of the videos saved on Book Talk. I wish that I had just started like a Book Talk account then, or started some kind of like social media, because I think that would have been so fun. Because I look at all the YouTubers now and I'm like, oh my god, I just want to talk about books all day. Anyway, this is such a long-winded explanation. Recently, I've been getting back into reading again because when I was looking for jobs, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna bite the bullet and I'm gonna start reading ACOTAR. I realized that there is a whole debate on whether the ACOTAR books are even good. I am not reading for inspiring literature. That being said, I wish that I had them here, but I shipped them already to my new apartment. I got so into ACOTAR, like full annotating, like connecting all of the books. I read all of the Sarah J Maas books, which now don't love. Crescent City. I think Crescent City 3 came out. Did not like it. Yeah, there's a lot of debate on the whole ACOTAR books. I realized that maybe there's like plot holes and stuff. I don't care. It got me back into reading. It got me out of the slump, and I am like very grateful for that series for that reason. I just need to be inspired by the plot. Like, I just want to be into reading again. Anyway, so that got me back into it, but then I was in such a bad book slump in like the last 6 months. I don't know what happened, but I decided to just sit down and force myself. There we go. Oop. I decided to just sit down and force myself to read, like, I don't know, a month ago. I don't even remember what it was, but I've been taking book talk suggestions, which is probably why I haven't found a book that I'm like super into. Well, I started a series that was recommended on TikTok. God, what was it called? Wait, I'm gonna find it. Oh, okay. So I started reading This Woven Kingdom by, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce her name. The same author who wrote Shatter Me, which I refuse to read. I have the book, but anyway, I got inspired by this girl on TikTok who said that she hasn't been like this excited about a book since ACOTAR. I was like, okay, I need to get out of my slump. Anyway, there's only 3 books out in the series so far, and like, it was fine. It was like a 3.5 star, maybe. But it kind of got me to start reading every night, and now I'm reading The Prison Healer, which I remember hearing about years ago. I can't say that I'm like absolutely in love with this book, but I'm almost done with it. I think I'm 67% through. And I have the second one from Libby as well. I'm back into my reading era. I just so badly want to find a book that I'm like head over heels really want to read, and I just have not found it. And I just want to keep DNFing books so bad, and I don't know where else to look. Like, I don't know where you look to find super great books. And I have like a bunch of my friends on Goodreads, but they're more, I don't know how to explain it, following a character's life or like World War whatever fiction, and that's just not really my reading style. And I have a bunch of Greek mythology retellings that I wanted to read too, but it's like, it doesn't have me enough. Like, I want a like high, I think it's called a high fantasy book, and I have been thinking for so long about reading Game of Thrones or reading like The Hobbit or reading something like that. I did read like the first 50 pages of Mistborn, but I was in such a horrible reading slump at the time that even if that book was like the most amazing thing in the world, I would have DNF'd it. And I also ran out of time on Libby, because that's what I'm reading right now on my Kindle, is The Prison Healer. I wish that this is like the only time that I'm like, I wish that I had a bunch of people following me. I need Rex so bad, and I could just post on TikTok, but then it's like my 12 friends or whatever on TikTok, and I just need something that makes me feel like super inspired to read again. So that's my life update. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know if you will see me or if you'll be seeing my forehead, but that's okay. Today, I would say today is a fun day, but it's the same as every other day that I've had in the last week. But I woke up bright and early because 2 out of the 3 animals decided that they wanted to sleep with me last night in my room, in my bed, which means that I get a very small portion of the bed space, basically none of it. So I had a kitty and a doggy last night. I had to go to the dentist because my retainer was not fitting anymore. So that was fun. It was like a 5-minute appointment. It did not take me long. And now I'm already in the same area that my mom's school is, and I feel like I kind of want to go get her some coffee. I have a big Starbucks gift card from my coworkers at the job I just finished, so I think that I might use some of that and surprise her with a coffee. I don't know if I could get into the school though, because it's completely like gated and locked. So we'll surprise her. I don't know if she has kids right now. She has, since she's a reading specialist, she has kids like for like an hour blocks through the day. So we'll see. Might be meeting small children, but that's kind of my only plan today. I will do a class tonight, but I haven't signed up for one. I don't know which one I want to do. And I thought about going to Dutch Bros today, but The closest Dutch Bros is, I feel like this is falling. The closest Dutch Bros is like 25 minutes ish, which is fun when you have other friends that are home. Not fun when a majority of my friends are gone. And I thought about taking Noe, but Noe hates the car and she tries to sit on my lap and she's far too large to be doing that. So, might go to Dutch Bros, might not. I did promise Noe a pup cup from Starbucks like 2 days ago, and I still have not gotten her one because I keep going to classes in the morning while it's cool. And it's been like 94, 93 here. And I don't want to take her out for a walk to go get it midday when her paws can get all, hot. So anyway, that's the plan today. Maybe we'll go do something fun, get some fun food, maybe some In-N-Out. I don't know. Bye-bye. I forgot to give my fit check. Who knows if you can even see this. This is Old Navy. I feel like we're going with the Old Navy and the Abercrombie lately, but Old Navy. My shorts are Abercrombie. They have a ton of things in the pockets right now. Don't look. And then my Birks with mismatched random Valentine's and Christmas socks that I found. And of course, I got my little charm necklace on again today. So, also, my takeaway from this 2-day little bender of talking to a camera is it's kind of fun. Like, the editing's kind of fun, the chit-chatting's kind of fun. Like, I would yap this much regardless. And so now I don't have to FaceTime somebody to bug them to yap. Like, I can just talk. It's like a journal, but it's public. I guess that's a little scary when a bunch of people follow you, but only 2 people are subscribed to me. So I feel like there's not a lot of cons with that. Anyway, so that's kind of fun. I totally get it why people make this their job. Like, it's really fun. Like, I would do this. Also, if you find like a community of people that like the exact same things as you, that's so fun. If I wanted a book recommendation, I could just ask. I could just yap and ask, Like, that's so cool. I could just get a ton of people just like, read this, do this. Like, it's like a better Google because it's like a Reddit, but personalized. I don't know. That's enough of me today. Starbucks secured. This is for my mom. She likes the caramel macchiatos. And then this is for me. Everybody loves these, the brown sugar shaken espresso things. I've never tried it, so we're gonna see how it goes. Hello. I forgot to check in after I went to go see my mom. I was like bedridden with the worst cramps ever. But I think I exceeded the max amount of Tylenol that I should have in 24 hours. So that says a lot. It was fun. My mom was very surprised to see me. I ended up staying in her classroom for like 3 hours, and I met her kids. She did have a group of kids while she was, when I walked in to surprise her. And then I would like to say I helped her with her decor. I didn't. I pretty much just grabbed things as she took them off the wall and then told her whether they were straight, and I don't even think they were straight. We went for a nighttime walk with Noe. It was still really hot outside. I think the walk was at like 6:30 and I was sweating. What else do I have to talk to you about? Oh, the brown sugar, or the oat milk brown sugar shaken espresso. It was really good. I see why people get it. I did get more brown sugar, which made it like $1 more expensive. There's no reason I need to be spending $7 on coffee. I could definitely make that myself. So that is my task for the next year. I want to start making more fun drinks. I make my own boba, like not from scratch. Like, I boil the tapioca balls and then I just use like chai tea latte concentrate and just mix it with some milk and a little bit of brown sugar. And that's like my fun wind down drink of the day. I want to get better at making like mocktails and stuff. That's been on my list in the back of my mind of things I want to get good at. for like years in a row. It is 8:36 and I need to go in for a class that Chipper, feeling great, me signed myself up for in the morning yesterday, and I don't want to go. Yeah. But if I cancel, then I get a cancellation fee. So I have to go, or I have to go give them my name and then walk out, which is even worse. Let's go to this class. My fit check is not exciting today. It is a very old Boulder shirt and old Adidas shorts. I cannot bring myself to put on tight leggings today. I realized I had not checked in after my fitness class, but I survived. It was fine. I was in a little bit of a mood this morning, but it probably helped to work out. I think I needed to get out of the house and do something that wasn't laying in my bed. I was also editing this video and I realized it was like 25-30 minutes. So I'm gonna end it here instead of making this a whole week video. It'll be a half week video because I didn't realize that I yapped that much, and also it took a while to feel comfortable just talking to a camera. Thanks for hanging out with me for 3 days. I have like 4 days till I move.
You're crazy now.
Come here. Thanks for listening to me for the last couple of days. I'm gonna literally just start another video right after this in the same spot, but I appreciate whoever listens to this. See you in 5 minutes for the next video.